Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we are here to talk about the new album by Justin Bieber titled Purpose, which came out today. I was really excited for this album actually. I heard the first two singles, What Do You Mean and Sorry, and absolutely loved them. And I was actually, for the first time ever, anticipating a Justin Bieber album. I never ever thought I would do that. And it came out today. I've listened to it a couple of times, and overall I was pretty disappointed with this album. It didn't really live up to what Do You Mean and Sorry promised. There's not a lot of upbeat tracks in this album. In fact, I think What Do You Mean and Sorry are the only upbeat tracks in this album. The rest is really soft, a lot of really predictable, boring pop songs with rappers having appearances and some really bad autotune on some of the guests. And so I'm going to break it down for you and tell you what I loved and what I really didn't love, and some things which were okay. So starting off, the album starts off with Mark My Words, and from the get-go I was kind of disappointed. I wasn't really a fan of the vocal loop in the intro, and you can really hear some autotune in the part that says Mark My Words. So it wasn't really a great start to the album, and neither was the second song, which I can't remember the name of right now, but I just wasn't a fan of the start of this album. And then it jumps into What Do You Mean and Sorry, back-to-back banger songs, which are great pop songs with great melody, sometimes great lyrics. You don't really go into pop music for the lyrics, you go in for the melodies. And the melodies are great in those songs, and they're really upbeat, really fun songs to listen to. So I really wish the album had been more like that. Some more positives. Love Yourself is a really cool song. I really like how it's just guitar and vocals with a bunch of backing vocals around the main vocal. But yeah, I really love that approach to the song. However, the lyrics are kind of annoying. They really irritated me. I really felt there could have been a better way to deal with the subject he was singing about, instead of it just being a full-out hate fest onto this person that he's singing to. Life Is Worth Living is another really cool song. It's a nice piano ballad with a good message, and the melody is really great. And the same can go for the album's closing track, Purpose, which is again a piano ballad with some really cool melody. I really love the lyrics in that song, and the message is really cool. Purpose is a great track to name the album after, and I really wish that the rest of the album held up with those songs. And now we are going to go to the negatives, which there are unfortunately quite a lot. Mark My Words, as I mentioned before, I'm not a fan of at all. Company and No Pressure are really typical pop songs that have a lot of auto-tune, and they're just not interesting. They're really boring to listen to, and the beat is really predictable. Everything in them is really predictable. Also, in No Pressure, Big Sean's appearance is just not needed, and the song actually would have benefited without it. No Sense is also a bit boring. The melody's pretty cool, it's alright, but just another feature that's just not needed. Travis Scott's appearance is just a section in the song where they go, okay, let's use as much auto-tune as we possibly can in 30 seconds, now go. And it's just, why? Why is that needed at all? I just don't understand it. Also, The Feeling, it's a bit more of an interesting track, but Halsey really makes this track. The melody that she is singing in that track is really cool, and without her in the song, it would be really boring, because it is boring up until those choruses with Halsey in them. So, yeah, it's just a waste of Halsey, because she's a great artist, and I really love her voice. And yeah, it's just a disappointing album. Overall, I was just really disappointed. And What Do You Mean Sorry were just such great starts to the album. It was just such great first singles, and I really wish that the tone of the album was more like those songs. So just more upbeat songs, better lyrics, better melodies, and the album just doesn't flow really either. It's just a bunch of songs thrown together. The songs on the album, they just don't flow at all. I mean, it's like there was no real thought given as to what the order should be for the tracks, because it opens with two soft songs, and then goes straight into two upbeat, the best songs on the album, which maybe should have been spaced out to give, you know, some soft songs with a bit of boredom in them, and then What Do You Mean, and then go back to a few more boring soft songs, and then Sorry, and then finish off with Purpose. It wouldn't have been a better album, but it would have given you a bit of a break between the boring soft songs that are all in a row on this album. But to complement this album a bit more, the production is done really well. I'm not going to name every producer on the album because it would take forever, because obviously there are many, because it's a pop album. But overall, it's pretty well produced. The beats are usually alright, but as I said, a bit mediocre and boring. And Bieber's vocals throughout the album are usually pretty solid, so unfortunately I was really looking forward to this album, and I have to give it a 2 out of 5. Thank you for watching my video today. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please hit subscribe down below, and I'll see you next time.